Hello friends. In a large bowl place 2 pounds or 900 grams of ground beef. Beat in 2 eggs to add richness and help bind everything together. Then add a little salt, followed by black pepper. These simple seasonings will make the meat flavorful and well seasoned. Next, add 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of paprika for a little depth of flavor. Finally, chop a small bunch of parsley. This fresh herb will add a burst of color and freshness to the beef. It's a small touch, but it makes a big difference in both flavor and presentation. Add it to the meat mixture. Stir everything well, so all the ingredients are evenly mixed together. Use your hands here. It's the best way to really get everything incorporated. Put a little olive oil in the pan. Friends, it's wonderful to know where you're watching from. Share your city and country, and US friends. Tell me your state as well. Melt about 1/4 of a stick or 30 grams of butter. Feel free to ask any questions about the recipe in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as I see them. Once the butter is melted, finely chop 1 onion. If you're sensitive to the onion's strong smell, try chilling it in the fridge for a few minutes before chopping. This can help reduce the tears. Take your time with this step. The smaller the pieces, the more evenly they'll cook and add flavor to your dish. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking it. It's a simple way to show your support. Add it to the pan. Stir the onions gently, allowing them to cook for about 3 minutes until they soften. Finally, chop 3 cloves of garlic. Chop it finely so it melts right into the dish as it cooks. The smell of fresh garlic is irresistible, and trust me, it will fill your kitchen with such a mouth-watering aroma. Plus, the finer you chop, the faster it cooks, and the more evenly the flavor spreads throughout the dish. Friends, for more content like this, make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so you don't miss any new recipes. Add them to the pan, mixing well so the garlic releases its delicious aroma. Next, grate 1 carrot. The carrot not only adds a lovely pop of color, but also a natural sweetness that balances out the savory flavors. When grating the carrot, try to use a coarse grater to get a nice texture that will cook down evenly. Toss it into the pan with the onions and garlic. Mix it well. take about 1/6 of a small white cabbage. Chop it finely. Then add it to the pan as well. Stir everything together. Season with half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper. Let it cook for about 7 to 8 minutes until the cabbage becomes soft and tender. Now, take the cabbage mixture from the frying pan and add it to the ground beef mixture. Stir thoroughly to combine all the flavors and vegetables into the beef. This will help make the meat even more tender and flavorful. Next, heat a little more olive oil in the pan. Melt another 1/4 of a stick, or 30 grams of butter. Take a small amount of the beef mixture and form it into small patties. Place the patties in the pan. Fry them on both sides until they're golden brown and cooked through. This usually takes about 4-5 minutes on each side. Now, cut 5 or 6 medium-sized potatoes into small pieces. Place them in a pot. Cover with water. Add 1 teaspoon of salt to the water. Cover with a lid. Bring it to a boil. Once the potatoes are tender Check them by poking with a knife. If it goes through easily, they're done. Add a quarter of a stick or 30 grams of butter to the potatoes. Pour in about 3 ounces or 120 milliliters of milk. Then chop a bunch of green onions. These green onions bring a fresh, mild flavor that pairs perfectly with the other ingredients. They also add a lovely touch of color to your dish. Add them to the potatoes. Grind some black pepper over the top. Then mash everything until smooth and creamy. These mashed potatoes will be a perfect pairing with the patties. Now take your beautiful patties and place them gently on a plate. You can already smell the crispy outside and juicy inside. Next, take the creamy mashed potatoes and serve a generous helping next to the patties. Give everything a taste. Thank you so much for cooking with me today. If you liked this recipe, please give the video a thumbs up and let me know how it turned out for you in the comments. I always love hearing from you. Until next time, happy cooking.